Have you seen the brand new Black Ops 7 Zombies trailer? It looks really good. It may just be the thing that this community needs, to have people come back and maybe give Black Ops 7 an actual chance. The trailer just came out the other day, and I watched it right as I saw that it came out because I was not expecting it and I was very excited. I clicked into it and I went, whoa, this has the possibility of being something really interesting with a really potentially quite good story moving forward. I haven't played all of the Zombies maps from Black Ops 6 yet, but I know that the final ending for The Reckoning, the final map that came out, is the very beginning of this intro trailer, continuation of it. So I knew that the original crew was coming back, but then to see them in the trailer, into action, and just the memories of like Black Ops 3 came back. Just thinking back to how great those times were and the amazing experiences that we had back then. It gets me really excited for this new Zombies, but I mean, Black Ops 3 was 4 Call of Duty Black Ops ago, okay? That's a long time. And yeah, the nostalgia is real, but is it really gonna live up to the hype? That's the big question, but I have a lot of excitement for this nonetheless. First off, let's talk about some highlights from the trailer. I gotta say, it has some of the coolest cinematic scenes that I've seen in any of these recent cinematics that they've done for the previous games, and honestly, just seeing, like I said before, the original crew back in action. And what's really interesting is seeing how the original crew, you know, it's a different version of them. It's a Dark Ether version, but seeing that they're from different time periods, like Richtofen is straight from the 40s. I believe Nikolai is from the 80s, I think it said. Dempsey is from the Vietnam War, like pulled right out of that. And then Takio is from like the 1590s feudal Japan, which is just wild to think about. But then all of that paired with the crew that we have had for the past couple years, and then seeing the, I'm assuming, enemy based off how things were going, and bro came up like he's Walton Goggins straight out of the Fallout show, with just the coolest intro to any villain that I've seen probably in Zombies history. Like, it's so mysterious, so like, what's going on here? But just seeing as he walks down the steps, and then you hear the spurs on his boots start jingling, and he just walks out like a boss. Like, it is just amazing how they set up this villain, and I am very excited to see where it goes, and I'm just really hyped about that. Unfortunately, we didn't really see much in the trailer regarding to the map, which was like, oh, why couldn't you just show us something? Because it's supposed to be a transit-esque type of inspired map, kind of like doing transit the way that, you know, was kind of originally envisioned, but doing it the proper way. And it seems like they're taking all of the great things from transit that people really enjoyed, like the mode of transportation and the environment, the way that it worked together, and then and like how big the map is and how it combines different areas, and doing that on a larger scale, which I think is really cool and does get me really excited. I gotta say, I really do wish that in the trailer they showed off some of the map itself. Whether or not the spot shown in the trailer is even gonna be accessible in the game, I'm assuming is gonna be a no. I don't think it's gonna be accessible, given that, you know, they kind of destroy the place and then head out, which I'm fine with. I don't really care for that. I'd rather have a different, cooler location, or just like a more interesting spawn area. I just wish that they do some cool things with Black Ops 7 and the starter map, because people love transit. There's a lot of transit themes with this. Even the teasers have, you know, transit related stuff. The transit music was one of the teasers, you know? So, I mean, it gives me hope that it could be like a really fun and interesting reimagining the map, but I guess we'll just have to see. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that Call of Duty, Treyarch, Activision, whoever it is that's in charge of this, is actually listening to the community. There's been a lot of uproar lately in regards to how ridiculous the skins have been in Call of Duty, which for me, you know, it's not really that big of an issue until like recently, when I started seeing like Beavis and Butthead is kind of like skins where it's like, what? Why is it? This cartoon style, same with like American Dad, and they have like some anime. It's like the cartoony type of style, which is like, it's one thing if it's like a realistic style, and then another thing when it's just a completely different art style in a realistic game, and it's really weird. I don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. There's been a lot of concerns about that, but they're listening, and if you look at the Vault Edition, they've made, I would say, fairly major changes to the Vault Edition skins. I mean, for the main thing, I mean, look at Ted. Not only do you get basically the original style that was shown, which I don't think is anything too crazy, but then you also get classic face melted Ted, which just looks amazing. I can't lie, I love it. I love how it's just classic Ted face, and then a really interesting body with it being like a pack-a-punch machine. I believe like the elbow is like a ray gun, and like some other stuff, which I just think is really cool and brings me back to a different video that I made, like, I don't know, probably like 8 or 9 months ago now, with the Weaver skin that is like him going between different dimensions, has like all the different Easter eggs and stuff. I'll leave a link below or some card or something that you can check out that video that I mentioned, because I thought that I made a whole video because I thought that skin was really cool. So yeah, they updated Ted, and then also gave us 2 styles if you're getting Vault Edition, which I think is honestly really cool. And then in addition to that, the changes that they made to Harper and I don't remember the other girl's name, but the basically 2 like military characters from Black Ops 2, it was really, I would say, very good. Before it was very over the top, kind of futuristic, and they really toned that back from what I'm remembering it used to look like. So after seeing the new versions, I'm like, okay, it has a little bit of that futuristic tech, but that's to be expected with the setting, and it seems like they genuinely are trying to make an effort to make the aesthetic and the tone and the theme stick to it, which is a very good sign that they're listening to the community, and gives me a lot of hope moving forward. It reminds me of this one Bible verse from Proverbs 27, verse 17, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. I wouldn't say it applies 100% here, but the general theme of that verse is basically, you know, the way that iron sharpens iron, you know, sharpening tools, that type of thing. People sharpen each other and make other people become better by working together. And in this case, Activision or Treyarch, whoever is in charge of these decisions, are becoming more sharp, are becoming sharper because of the community, and we're working together in this way. They're listening to what we're saying, they're listening to complaints, and it's an amazing sign, like I was saying. And I just thought that's a great Bible verse to just bring into this, and just a great little thing to think about. You know, it's like, even if you don't like Activision or Treyarch or whatever, the fact that they're listening means a lot, honestly. All right, what is next with Black Ops 7? All right, so I believe September 30th, I want to say. I may be off, but I think it's September 30th. There's Call of Duty Next, and that's going to be big reveal, mainly for multiplayer, but I believe also probably some zombie stuff. Next week, or less than a week as of the time this goes out, there's going to be a big blog post that they said that they're going to do, so hopefully it comes out, about all the big system changes, gameplay stuff, like the big deep dive, not like the one that came out the other day where it's like, oh, yeah, okay, it's a blog post, but it's like, okay, meet Maya, meet Carver, meet Weaver. You know, it's like, okay, we already know these characters. It's basically kind of just like a recap, nothing too crazy with that. Some cool information on the new version of the original crew, but outside of that, kind of a boring blog post. So I'm excited to see what news comes out, and I'm excited to see where we're gonna be going in terms of, you know, is there gonna be serious changes to zombies where it becomes more like classic zombies, or is it just kind of like an addition built up upon Black Ops 6. I have a feeling it's going to be more built up on top of Black Ops 6, but if there is like a classic mode that's announced, or just maybe they're going in a more classic route in terms of how the gameplay is, I would be really excited about that. And I know a lot of people would be super pumped about that, because that's what a lot of people are wanting. On top of that, there's also the beta, which is beginning of October, full release November 14th. Am I going to be getting this game day one? Probably not, unless this video or other videos that I make on this game blow up and I'm like, well, people are liking this content, and maybe I'll buy the game day one and then make content on that. As of right now, planning to wait until there's a sale and just kind of talk about the things I'm interested in. Like I was kind of saying before, I haven't even finished the last map, or the map before that, or the map before that for Black Ops 6. I'm still stuck on the tomb currently, because I kind of took a little bit of a break from it, and I'm recently coming back. So I still need to finish through the tomb, and then I need to play Shattered Veil and then the Reckoning. So I'm still multiple zombies maps behind, but if I can get ahead, and maybe we'll see where that goes. But yeah, if all of this news and the new trailer and everything is just starting to get you really excited like it has been for me, then I encourage you to scroll down right now and hit the top link in the description and join my free school community. Basically, the community originally was thinking of it being centered around game development, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm wanting to change this to be more about what this channel is about. gaming, game development, Lego, all these different things, all these types of videos that I'm posting. That's kind of what's going on with my community. So if you want to check it out, join a community of like-minded people and just see like, wow, what is this all about? And if you don't like it, you can leave. Of course, like I said, it's free right now, and I'd love to have you there. Build up the community and use this excitement, use this inspiration that we have to create something amazing while also honoring God in the process. Kind of like how this whole video is being created in the first place, solely because I'm just excited and inspired based on the stuff that I've seen with Call of Duty, and I want to use that to go and create. And so that's what I encourage you to do as well. And I think my school community is a great place to do that because, well, you can share off everything that you're creating, show off the stuff that you're excited about, and just be passionate with other like-minded people. Overall, we've learned today that Black Ops 7 has some real potential based off the cinematic trailer. However, big disclaimer, just because the cinematic trailer looks really interesting and really good, doesn't mean the game's going to be really good, but it does get a lot of people excited and gives us hope that it could be good. You know, it looks like also the devs are listening to the community, which is just amazing. Honestly, I'm very happy to see that they're making changes based off the uproar that we're creating, and I'm just really excited about that. It's a great sign. And then in addition to that, you know, a bunch of new stuff coming up within the next couple weeks. September 30th, COD Next, and the next week, big zombies blog post. I'll probably be doing another video talking about that blog post and diving into that. So if you are interested in that and enjoy this channel and enjoy what I have to say, then be sure to subscribe, leave a like, all that great stuff. And I really just want to encourage you that if you are feeling inspired and excited about all this stuff, don't just stay being excited and inspired, but go and use that to create something really cool and share that with other people, whether it be a video, a piece of art, whatever it might be. Go create something, share it in my community if you're wanting to, and you can also talk with me there. It'd be awesome to have you there. Go check that out right now. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching. Remember, God is good, and I hope you have a truly wonderful day. God bless.